Good morning, everyone. Probably going to have to say that again. Uh-oh. All right, there we go. Facebook put on the new thing. So, all right, we are good to go. Good morning, everyone. It is good to see you. Um, yeah, cool stuff. This is all kind of working out. Looks like you guys are probably, I don't know, a few seconds behind me. All right, that's okay. It's all right. Internet's working. Fun stuff. Yeah. All right, we did not have a suggestion for a topic today. Uh, so when that happens, I'm just going to read out the daily reflection is what I'm going to do. So if you are here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live version or the rewatch. Um, and let me know that you are here. If you have a topic, is there something that you'd like me to talk about? Something you want me to cover? Leave it in the comments section, and um, we will try and cover it. We will get to it, and then we'll put your name up there and thank you for it, and embarrass you and stuff. So fun stuff. All right. I always like to check to see who's on. You're watching a live video of the broadcast. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. September 23rd, reflection for the day. On studying the 12 steps, many of the first members of the program exclaimed, "What an order! I can't go through with it." Do not be discouraged. We are told at meeting after meeting, no one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. Principles we have set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Can I believe in the words of Browning? That's my business. That's my business is not that my business is not to remake myself, but to make the absolute best of what God made me. And I think that has a lot to do with expectations of things. Um, I like to utilize my kids a lot with stuff. I used to have a really hard time with getting my kids to do what it is that I wanted them to do, right? Um, Especially in the kitchen, right? I really like my kitchen clean. So, and finally, my mom told me, "Hey, Dion, you need to be happy with 80% being done." And that's what I started doing. I started being okay with 80%. So, good morning, babe. That's my wife. Love you too. So, um, I don't know where I put my big book. Give me a second, guys. Here's a big book. That's all we need. So, all right. You guys probably know where I'm going to read from. Many of us exclaim, "What an order! I can't go through with it." A little story behind that. When I was in the Phoenix concept, we were reading this. We always read how it works, and the Phoenix concept back then we had meetings there, and it's homeless alcoholics, and some guy got mad and he got up and left one day, and he came back and he said that he had thought that we said, "Oh, what an odor," and he got mad and left. So that's a joke from before. No one else among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. Gosh, you guys, we are not perfect. We are human and we have to allow ourselves for that. Okay? We need to give ourselves room to be able to succeed or fail. Doing either one is okay because everything is a learning process, right? So good, bad, or indifferent, it is what it is, and what you decide to do with it is what's going to happen. Um, and this is a little weird. Facebook did my update thing today, so I'm on the new Facebook thingy, majigabob. We are not saints, you guys. We are not saints. Okay, and just because we got sober doesn't mean we're going to be saints either. I don't do everything perfect, and I certainly don't expect myself to either. Um, heck, how are we ever going to grow if we can't be wrong? If you can't be wrong about something or learn about something new, right? Then really we're stunting ourselves. We're not allowing ourselves the freedom to grow or to learn or really get anything. The principles we have set down are guides to progress. There again, progress. Okay? Progress, not perfection. Why? Because the day I'm perfect, I'm gone, man. I won't be here anymore. It's the way I see it. So I don't want to be. So I enjoy this. I enjoy getting to know myself better. I enjoy getting to know other people better. Um, and I enjoy taking those and applying it to help other people. And if I'm caught up in trying to be perfect, okay, then I'm going to spend all my time on that. And then I'm not going to make any progress because I'm already perfect. Okay. I'm never going to get through it. And we're not even at the fourth step yet. Right. So, you know, our description of the alcoholic, the chapter The Agnostics, and our personal adventures before and after make clear three pertinent ideas. Right? And this is the first three steps. A, that we were alcoholic and could not manage our own lives. Pretty apparent that we couldn't manage our own lives. I've never really seen anybody walk into the program and go, "My life's great." Okay. Um, I just got sober yesterday and now everything's perfect. We have to give ourselves some time. B, that probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. C, that God could and would if he were sought. I am going to go into the next couple of paragraphs here. Being convinced, we were at step 3, which is that we decided to turn our will and our lives over to God as we understood him. Just what do we mean by that? And just what do we do? Okay. The first requirement is that we be convinced that any life run on self-will can hardly be a success. And it never works. It never works. I've tried. You guys have tried. We've all tried. It doesn't work. And that's why we're here, is to let other people know, hey, we understand that you might want to try it that way, but that's kind of what happened with me. On that basis, we are almost always in collision with something or somebody, even though our motives are good. Okay, so let's look beyond our motives. Let's look at our intentions. Most people try to live by self-propulsion. Each person is like an actor who wants to run the whole show, is forever trying to arrange the lights, the ballet, the scenery, and the rest of the players in his own way. If his arrangements would only stay put, if only people would do as he wished, the show would be great. Everybody, including himself, would be pleased, especially me, right? Because if I'm pleased, then everybody else is too, right? Right? Life would be wonderful. And trying to make these arrangements, our actors may sometimes be quite virtuous. That's just manipulation. He may be kind, considerate, patient, generous, even modest, and self-sacrificing. It's all for something. On the other hand, he may be mean, egotistical, selfish, and dishonest. But as with most humans, he is more likely to have varied traits. So I think I'd like to go through the next paragraph here because it's kind of going well. So, what usually happens? The show doesn't come off very well. It never does. My show never went off very well. Um, what usually happens? The show doesn't. He begins to think life doesn't treat him right. He decides to exert himself more. So we put in more self-will run right. He becomes on the next occasion still more demanding or gracious as the case may be. Still, the play does not suit him, admitting he may be somewhat at fault. He is sure that other people are more to blame. It's so much easier to point the finger at somebody else, right? Oh, it's them, it's them, it's them. I want you to see something here. I had 3 more fingers pointing right back at me. So think of that. Whenever you're pointing a finger at someone, you have 3 more pointing back at you. So you might want to take a look at yourself. He becomes angry, indignant, self-pitying. What is the basic trouble? Is he really not a self-seeker even when trying to be kind? Okay. We don't know how. We don't know how yet. And we don't know how to be nice yet. It's not in us. We haven't learned that tool yet. He becomes angry and didn't say, what is his basic trouble? Is he not a self-seeker? Is he not a victim of the delusion that he can wrest satisfaction and happiness out of the world if he only manages well? Is it not evident to all the rest of the players that these are the things he wants? And do not his actions make each of them wish to retaliate, snatching all they can out of the show? Is he not, even at the best moments, a producer of confusion rather than harmony? There it is. It's what I love that line, and I utilize it a lot. Am I causing more confusion than I am harmony? What am I adding to life right now? Am I making the world a better place, or am I just running my freaking mouth and complaining? Yes, it is good for us to sit down and talk with people and get things off of our chest. Okay, but there's appropriate ways to do that, right? I mean, how good would this be if I came on with my anger all the time or my opinions? That's why I stay away from certain things like politics. Why? Because it doesn't belong there, right? That and anybody could probably walk circles around me on that topic anyway, right? So I'm going to even utilize my show. Okay. Yes, I like everything to be perfect. I'm a Virgo, so I love it. Okay. But it never turns out that way. There's always something happens. So 80%, right? 80%. Should I not come on here and do this because my light isn't working right? No. See, coming on here and you guys watching me struggle or watching me go through good things, good or bad, is why we're here, so that we know that we're not alone. Thank you, mute button. Sorry, guys. Whew. So, we still have the rest of the reflection here. Today I pray, even if I am an old hand at the program, may I not forget that the 12 steps do not represent an achievement that can be checked off on my things to do list. I have a things to do list. I always have one. Right? I check them off. Okay. Now, this isn't a program where we're done. Good. I pray every morning. Every morning I do the same thing. I get up, I make my coffee, and I pray. Instead, they are striving for an ideal, a guide to getting there. May I keep my mind opening to deepening interpretations of these principles. Today, I will remember progress rather than perfection. Besides, who really likes to hang out with a know-it-all, right? I mean, I'm the kind of guy where I love useless knowledge, but I used to be a know-it-all. I could fix that problem. I could fix that problem. It was kind of like when I was in sales. I used to sell credit card machines. And I had this running joke. It didn't matter what kind of business you were. I was a specialist in it, right? So we have to, for me, I had to realize and take a step back when it came to these first three steps and take a good, solid look at me and my intentions. Um, I was very lucky to have the sponsor that I did, um, because he gave me some relief almost right away, just by doing some certain things. And that's why it's important that we work with other people so that we can get some of this relief before we even get to the fourth step. Okay? That way, when it comes time to do the third step, turning our will and our lives over the care of God doesn't seem so intimidating. Right? I've watched plenty of other people do it. This is the way I saw it. That guy over there has what I want. So I should go do what it is that he did, right? That means that I'm probably going to have to do some things that are uncomfortable. But I'll tell you now, it isn't any more uncomfortable than the crap I put myself through while I was drinking. It doesn't even compare. So, all right, guys, that'll be it for today. Shannon brought up a topic for the future. Always remember the past to keep going for the future. Otherwise, some old timers become mightier than now and can't help themselves anymore. All right. Listen to that Al Anon, guys. what she's saying is what she's saying is that sometimes we get into the program and we've been around for so long that we tend to forget where it is that we came from. And we have to have that foundation. And you'll find that the people with really good recovery, it isn't really about time, it's about progress. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you guys. I will be back tomorrow for daily reflection. And I love you guys. Peace out and have a day. Thank you everyone for being here. Oh, Raina, you just popped up. Thank you, Raina, very much. Have a good day, guys.